Hey everyone, welcome to Blessed and Beautiful. I hope you're feeling beautiful today. What's up, everybody? How is everyone doing? I hope that you all are having an amazing, wonderful, what day is this? Tuesday? An amazing, wonderful Tuesday. All right, so today we are making a goddess bracelet. This is part of my birthday celebration. Yes, I will tell you about that in a moment. So if you are a visitor, come on in, have a seat on the front row, get yourself nice, close and personal, because we are about to take on a goddess bracelet. And if you are part of my Slady Squad and you are back one more time, thank you so much for being here. Let's get started. All right, y'all, can we say yay? Cheer! Oh my goodness, we have so many subscribers. We are up to at least 711, and I am so grateful. So grateful that you took a chance on my channel, and I hope that you are inspired and that you get some nice ideas for making jewelry, just like one of my favorite, she's one of my new favorites. One of my favorite commenters said that they're making goddess bracelets right along with me. They are making goddess bracelets, and I was like, that's so encouraging. Thank you so much. So this is not hard at all. Not hard at all. Okay, the first thing you want to do is have a 30 centimeter wire, length of wire, and it's in half. So you need actually 60 centimeters and then fold it in half so that you have 30 centimeters going that way, right? So you want to do that. You want to also have a lobster claw clasp, a lobster clasp on the end where you folded it, and then tape it down. Okay, so you're going to fold it in half, put your lobster clasp on there, and then tape it down. Okay, that is just a trick of the trade that I like because it helps to hold this wire in the position that I need. Okay, next you need some type of Sharpie, something that's not going to come off easily, to mark your wire. Okay, and I usually mark the top wire, so I'll do that again just so that people who've watched these tutorials before don't get a little confused, y'all. I don't know, I might need what is that thing called, a towel, because I can't pick this up, it keeps getting stuck. Okay. You want to color the top part of the wire, and I tried to use red last time and it didn't work, but let's try it on this one. This might be light enough. Yeah, I can see it on here now. I don't know what I had the last time. I think I had a darker color or something, but I just couldn't see it. All right, so it could be red, black, blue, whatever color you can see. We are coloring the tip of the wire, and that just helps me remember which wire I am working with and which one is resting. Okay, all right, so make sure that that dries well. I'm still gonna put a little bit of black on here. Make sure it dries well, because you don't want to get this on your beads. Yeah, whichever one you color and you can see it and it looks different from that one, that's what you want to do. Okay, all right, so now that we've done that, we know that the one that has the red and black or whatever color you chose is the top wire, and the one without is the bottom wire. Okay, next we're going to get our beads, and today we're going to be using these beads that I got from the Bargain Bead Box 2025 Midnight Menagerie. These are some really nice agate dyed beads. They have some white striations on them, which just means lines or grooves that's on the beads, right? And they're mostly black with those striations, except for this one. There's always one in the bunch. This one is just mostly white with a little bit of black. I don't know how that happened, but maybe he got into the striation line too many times, just kept going back until like there was hardly any of the black color left. Who knows? I don't know. All right, so we have that. And then we have these really nice, clear, almost silvery gray, faceted rondelles. Really, really nice. And we're going to use these along with these. That's our twist for today. All right, so each time we do a goddess bracelet, I want to try to show you something different. All right, so the last time was the textured jump rings. This time we're using two colors. Okay, both of these are 6 millimeter. You do not want to mix sizes. It will mess up your bracelet. Trust and believe, it will mess it up. So I was going to use this with, which one? One of these, I don't know. Anyway, when I pulled them out, I was like, oh no, they're not the same size. So no, we cannot use those. Let's see, is this one? Even that one is bigger. Okay, so these are a no, and our little friends over here are okay. All right, now I'm going to position my beads so that I can pick out of this little container. And these, because they're faceted, they're not rolling anywhere, so I'm just going to put them up here so that they'll be close to where I can just grab them when I'm ready. Okay, alrighty, so we have our jump rings. These are textured jump rings that came from Panda Hall, and I really like these. Did I show you these yet? If I did, I will edit it out. These are from Panda Hall. These are textured jump rings. They come in a multitude of sizes, okay? Multitude of sizes, and that's where I got them from. The only thing is I thought they were closed jump rings, and they are not. They do open, so you want to make sure that these jump rings, which are super strong, and they won't open as easily as other ones do, but you still want to make sure that they are closed all the way around. No openings at all. Oh no. All right, if you do see any openings, I would just suggest either not to use it or to use one of your pliers and just squeeze it shut. Okay, I looked at these all look closed to me. Like I can't even see any lines. I keep finding jump rings that don't belong in there, but I haven't seen any open ones. Is this open one? Yes. Okay, so here's one that is open just a little bit. So I'm going to take my pliers and just squeeze it shut. It's very hard to do it because these are strong, very strong. So I really don't think we will have an issue with these. Excuse me. I really don't think we'll have an issue with these because they are some of the strongest jump rings I've ever seen. And so we're going to use these. Okay. All right. So we are going to start with our top wire. And you need to decide which of the beads is going to be on your top and which one's going to be on the bottom. Since these are loose, I'm going to let these be the top ones. My bottom ones, I'll have them, closer to here. Maybe I should put them there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But just so I'll know which one is top, which one is bottom. All right. So the first thing that you do is you start with your bead that you've chosen for the top. You want to string that onto your top wire. Make sure it's dry. You don't want to get any ink on there. And then put your readers on so that you can see the holes. Try that. That would be very helpful if you put your readers on so that you can see the holes. I mean, it helps. Are these some readers? Yes, they are. Trusty readers. These are really nice too. All right, got them from Amazon. And oh, they're dirty. Let me clean them real quick. Okay. All right, so we got the readers on. And all right, we're going to string this down. Now, it's not going to go all the way because the tape is there. Don't worry about that yet. All right. After every bead, you want to take both wires and put a jump ring after every bead. Okay, so then we're going to go to our bottom wire. The bottom wire, we remember it doesn't have any color on there. That's going to be your other set of beads. Okay, so we're going to string on this one for the bottom wire. And as you're doing this, it should start to make a zigzag pattern. That's what you're looking like. And as you see, the wires easily get crossed. So you just want to be sure you keep the wires separated and on the right side. Okay, you do have to put them together to put the jump ring on though. I forgot. You do have to do that. But just try to keep them not being twisted. Okay. Now we've done the top wire, jump ring, bottom wire, jump ring. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the top wire, which is the one with the tip colored. And usually what I do is I pick up the second one and hold both of them to pull that one down. And then I already have these in my hand to put the jump ring on. And remember, the jump ring goes on both of the wires. Okay, so this is what it should be looking like so far. Okay, guys, I had to move this over because I could not get the camera to focus down there. So we are back. All right, so now we're going to go back to the top wire. The top wire is going to be the black agate. Pick up my second wire and add my jump rings. Okay, and so now you should see a zigzag pattern. I keep this on for as long as possible because it just helps me keep track of the wire. Okay, we just did the top wire, so now we're going to do the bottom wire. Grab both and do a jump ring. This project is so nice because you can mix and match so many different colors and textures of findings and beads. Okay, we are back to our top wire. Oh, wrong string. How did that happen? Did this flip? No, wait a minute, something happened. It flipped. I think I flipped it when I moved it. Okay, no worries. I flipped it. That was my fault. My fault. Our top wire is the crystals. I messed that up. Okay, we are now on the bottom wire. I was like, wait a minute. You can always look at your beads, especially if you have two different colors, to kind of tell which one you last put on the wire. So I saw 3 crystals, but only 2 of the black agate, so I knew I needed to do the black agate. After you have an even number of both, you should see a ring. If you do not have a ring after the bead, oh, this one is open. If you do not have a ring after the bead, it will mess up your pattern for the rest of the bracelet. It's not something that you can skip and just say, oh, it's fine. I won't mind. Nobody will see it. Ooh, we will. All right, so we have our jump ring, and now we're ready to go back to our crystal rondelle. If you skip a bead, if you skip a jump ring or a bead, either one, it will completely change the zigzag pattern. Going to my, it's flipping. Going to my bottom wire now. My bead here. Yeah, I might need to put a towel here because I cannot pick up. I have these nails on, which I love. They feel amazing, but I can't pick up anything on this table. I'm used to having a mat here. All right, we're going to put our jump ring. And this goes very quickly. Once you know how to make this pattern, it goes really quickly. And watching the zigzag pattern begin to form is so satisfying. Oops, jump ring. So just make sure that you push your beads down so that you can make sure that you have the right number of beads, that you haven't skipped any rings, that you didn't do 2 colors by mistake. And this is not a pattern that you can do with your eyes closed. You really do have to pay attention, but it is very, what's the best word? It's relaxing. It's almost like weaving. That's what it makes me think of. Like if I was weaving or crocheting or something like that. That's what it reminds me of. I'm checking each one of my jump rings as I add them to the bracelet because we want to make sure we don't have any open ones. Okay, top wire. And you can have on an audiobook, or if you watch soap operas, you can listen to your soap operas. You can play some music in the background. Now, when you're making your bracelet, you want to think about how long it needs to be. And for a bracelet with a lobster clasp on it, I need 6.5 inches because the lobster clasp and the jump ring that the lobster clasp hooks onto, that takes up about 1 inch. So I'm going to make my bracelet 6.5 inches, which is why I have this here so that we can measure when we get close to that. And when we get to 6.5, that's when we will begin to crimp. Okay, just checking my jump rings here. Okay. All right, we are back to our crystal. Pick up both wires, put through your jump ring, and then do the bottom wire. Top wire, both wires, bottom wire. I waited to see if I was going to pick that up. I am so happy that I picked up that randomly. I wanted this to be random. Like I didn't want to be specifically picking out certain beads. So I was wondering if I was going to pick up that white one. And it looks so nice in here with everything else. very natural indeed. All right, so let's continue on. Feeling good today because I got my readers on, y'all. I got my readers on so I can see what I'm doing. All right, both wires go in this jump ring. Thank you. So it is Tuesday afternoon, and actually it's going into the evening. We're getting ready to eat soon. But I went to practice today. I wanted to share with you all that I'm going to be singing a solo on November the 15th. And I'm really excited. I worked on my song today, and I'm going to work on it a little bit more to be sure it's the one that I'm going to sing. And once I am sure of that, I will tell you the song. So I did that today. And the weather here in Baltimore is pretty nice. I have on a sweatshirt, but I did not need a jacket today. So the weather is cool, but it's a very comfortable temperature. So that was nice. And y'all, I don't go outside often like I used to when Oreo was here. So I told myself that I need to get out and take a walk at least 3 times a week, even if it's just once around my little courtyard. But I used to go out and walk Oreo, but since he has been put down, I didn't have to go out to walk him anymore. So I have like a stretch of 2 or 3 days where I don't even go outside. Most of the time I go out for my doctor's appointments, and that's it. Sometimes I do a little bit of shopping. If we have like a family gathering, I will, attend that. But it's just looking good, yes. But for the most part, I'm indoors. Okay, now that most of the bracelet is worked up, take a look at that. It's beautiful. So do you see what I meant about, having a twist on this design? We're using our textured jump rings, but we're also using 2 different colors. I mean, the possibilities are absolutely endless of what, you could use for creating this pattern. It's so nice. This feels weird to me down at the bottom. I'm not sure what it is, but everything else looks good. And because of the soft flex, it's very fluid in movement. So far we're doing pretty good. We're holding this spot here because this is where one of our rings is going to go. So we want to hold that space. Okay. We're either going to put the lobster clasp jump ring there or the jump ring that the lobster clasp holds on to. And let's check our length. We are at a little over 3 inches. And remember, we want to get to 6.5. All right, so I'm going to play some music while I get us all the way to 6.5, and you enjoy the music and maybe a dance party. We haven't had one of those in a while, so stay tuned and I'll be back. And if you are stringing along with me, when you get to 6.5 or whatever your measurement is, come on back. Okay, we're back. I am almost done, but there is something that I forgot to tell you about putting this bracelet together. Okay, we are at about 6 inches, so just add a couple more. When you are creating the bracelet, you want to continually move the wire around to keep it so that it will be a straight bracelet. If you keep pushing down, it's going to curve and twist, and we don't want it to twist. So just remember to move the wire as you're straightening your beads, and when you lay it flat so that all of one side is on this side and everything is on the other side, just remember to move your wire around so that it doesn't get twisted. And just remember to lay it flat as you are adding more beads. Okay, it does not need to be super tight. You don't want to have to squeeze all the beads down, but you do want them to be close enough together. So if you keep pulling down, if you can see, it twists, it gets stuck. So give it a little bit of room, just a little bit. Okay. All right, so I'm going to add a few more beads. I have 2 jump rings left, so I'm going to go ahead and add those, and then we will begin to crimp. Now we only have to crimp one side, so you just need 1 crimp bead. You can use whichever metal you would like to choose. I'm using silver today, but I could also have, if I had like a gunmetal, that would have been nice to match up with the black. But since everything is silver, I'm just going to go ahead and do silver jump rings. Mine is twisting a lot. I realize now that it is twisting some because the one bead is completely round and the other bead is faceted, but it's still able to be worn, and there's nothing wrong with the bracelet at all. It will still lay as a bracelet on your wrist, as you can see. Okay, alrighty, so I'm going to measure. Perfect. We are exactly at 6.5. So now we're going to crimp. So I'm going to get my magic crimper here, and I'm going to take these and put these back in their little container so that they don't end up on the floor. That'd be great if I saw the container. Oh, here it is. These are all my crystals, and most of these I either got on Amazon or from the Bargain Bead Box. We got lots of different colors and sizes. I love these. Okay, so we're going to get 1, like I said, we only need 1 crimp bead today. And you're going to take both wires and go through the crimp bead. Let's pray this is all in frame today. I've been having a lot of videos out of frame. Okay, there's one thing we forgot to do, and that's to take off this last wire. We don't need that. Oh, you know what? Actually, we can keep it on to let it be our jump ring. So you want it to be up there, not down here. You want it to be out of the way. All right, so we're going to put at least one of these. If both go through, then we'll put both. But if only one goes through, it's not a problem. We're just making a loop. Sometimes it goes down through a bead, but if it does not, it's no problem. Yeah, it's going down. Yay. Okay. That's good. I think if I try to put the other one through there. It's not going to work. Okay, we don't want this inside the loop, so I'm going to take that out. Here we go. And we're going to pull down to our loop, and you can see that's where our ring is that we're going to use for the lobster clasp. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. Here we go. Make sure your bracelet is not too tight. If it is, you can move it, loosen it up a little bit. We have to pull this jump ring out just a little. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're going to crimp. You want your crimp to go in the middle, center it, press down, then turn it, make sure it's centered, press down, and just continue to do that going around. Okay, so we have our little bead here, and now we're going to clip off this wire, this extra piece. We don't need that. Make sure you take it out from inside of the ring first before you clip it. Okay. There we go. So there's our loop. And we're going to clip off this extra wire down here. Make sure you don't cut the wrong one. I don't hear it. There we go. Okay. So when you put it over your arm, look at that, it's so pretty. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. It is so very pretty. All right, so now we're gonna put our lobster clasp on. So we didn't take this off yet. I'm gonna put a ring there first. Oh, everything's on the lobster clasp. Okay, let's get a different ring. Let's use this one. Open it. And close. Okay, now we can take the lobster clasp off. And we don't need all of these rings on here. I don't know why all of these are on here. I'm going to take them off. Hold on to that one. Okay, so that's the side with the clasp, and on this side we have the ring, and we're going to put a drop. Let's make a drop. Let's make a drop. Hold on. Okay, to make this drop, this is optional. I need a head pin here. And I found this little faceted cube spacer bead. It is from Bead Box Bargain. No, it's from the Bead Box Bargain sister store. Is that what I said? I was saying that, and then I changed it. Okay, it's from the Bead Box Bargain sister store. That's too big. I need a small. All right, I'm in my stash, and I pulled out this faceted black cube. I think I got this from Amazon, and I think the hole is too small. Let's see. Alrighty, we won't be seeing about that one. Okay, let's just use one of these. There we go. Ta-da! Works out nice enough. All right, we're going to fold over and needle nose pliers. And as I said, this is optional. I'm gonna make us a, come on, roll please, there we go. Perfect. So it's nice and closed. And we need a jump ring, a little one. So many moving parts to this, I understand. You know, you're like, she didn't say anything about a drop at the beginning of the video when she said the stuff that we need. She didn't mention that at all. Not at all. I apologize. Okay, we're gonna use this one. I was gonna use a little one, but ain't nobody got time for that today. Ain't nobody got time for no little jump rings today. Oh, we could have used that. Oh, let me use this one. Oh, these are weird. These are like doubled. That's interesting. Does this mean these are some weak jump rings? Is that why they're doubled? Yeah, I've never seen jump rings like this. They are just about doubled. Yeah, they're kind of weak because I can open it with my own finger. Alrighty. No, we don't want you right there. We're going to put you down here so you don't get in the way. Okay. Alright, so we got that there. And that did not decide to stay in, so we're going to cut it off. That went flying. All right, so I'm just going to put a couple of rings there for extension. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to put that there. Put this here. And we're going to close this. Alrighty. I am going to move my drop. I don't want it right there. I will show you where I'm putting it and then I will tell you why. But first we're going to cut that off because that double thing, that thing right there, I don't know where that came from. So we going to cut it off because, yeah, I don't want to use it. Never seen double. Well, it looks like a key ring, like you're supposed to slide it in and around. And I've never seen that before. Okay, so we have our jump ring to add to here, and I'll show you why I'm doing that. Okay, so when you are by yourself and you have to put on your bracelet, you can hold this drop here and then come around with your lobster claw. Now this is really big on me, so I hope you just get the gist of it. But basically, okay, hold on. Okay, let me show you why I am saying that I put my drop here. So when I am by myself and I need to put on my bracelet, I hold onto the drop. I bring the lobster clasp around and then I can hook it into whichever one is necessary. And then your drop gets to hang like a pretty little dangle there. So it's double duty, basically. This is really big on me. Let me see how long this is. I think this is one of the biggest bracelets that I've made so far. With our extra wire out of the way. Okay. This is a twisty one. Okay. This is why, because it's almost to 7 inches. and then we added our lobster clasp. So it's at 6 3/4, and so the lobster clasp added another inch or so, so that's about 7 3/4. So this is the largest one that I've made. So if you're someone who has a large wrist and you're making a choice for which gift you would like if you win the giveaway, then just remember that this is one of my largest bracelets, and this would be a good choice for you. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this video. You know what we say around here, whether it is day or evening, whatever it is, wherever you are, I hope that is good. Don't forget to pray, because we really need it. And then don't forget to slay. Thank you so much. Don't forget to slay like we slayed this bracelet. It's very, very pretty, very beautiful. Bye, everyone.